And now I think we're working on live streaming. They're setting up the live stream for me and we're going live, which is always really, really exciting. I think we're live now on YouTube. Yay. And this is day 3 of the affiliate bootcamp, where we're learning how to be a Builderall affiliate marketplace affiliate. That's what you guys are learning how to do. So let's talk a little bit about what we've actually done so far. So far, we've actually talked about what it is to be an affiliate. We've shown a little bit about the affiliate marketplace. We've talked about products and how you can choose to become an affiliate of specific products, how to find products on the marketplace. We talked about organic marketing, using free techniques to be able to get your information out there, to be able to share your affiliate links for the products that you choose to promote. And today we're going to actually talk about some paid advertising. Paid advertising is a faster way to get your affiliates out there, affiliate links out there. It's a faster way to promote for sure, but there's inherent risks that come with it. And my suggestion to you is a lot of you guys are new to digital marketing in general. So whatever money that you spend on any kind of paid advertising, you need to make sure you're budgeting to lose it, because you're going to go through a learning process. And that learning process you're going to pay for by maybe not nailing it the first time you purchase Facebook ads, or the first time you purchase YouTube ads, or the first time you go through solo ads. If everybody could master it the first time, then it wouldn't cost so much to get a guru to teach you how to do this stuff. Right? So you're going to pay for this in money as you learn this process of using advertising to promote your specific affiliate links. Now, I can tell you that I have dumped a ton of money into Facebook ads. I've dumped a ton of money into YouTube ads. And the return that I get, I'm not a guru. I'm not good at it. I do not get a good return. I am way better at organic methods than I am paid methods. I've also done solo ads, and I've had a modicum of success with solo ads, but it's all risky. And to me, it's the same concept as if you decided to buy a billboard up on an interstate, right? So you're driving down the interstate, and you're like, "Ooh, I want my company on that billboard." Well, you have some interesting things that happen on that billboard, right? People are driving, and only a certain percentage of them see the billboard, like really see. They all see it, but they don't all really see it, like see it, read it, understand it, right? And then out of that percentage that actually see it, read it, understand it, then there's another small percentage that say, "Oh, well, I think I'm going to look into that more." So then out of that percentage, there's only another small percentage that remember to look into it after they think, "Oh, I'm going to look into that." So as people are driving by, you're getting 100% to see it, but a small percentage that are actually going to follow up on it and contact you, find out more information or whatever. And it's the same idea with any type of paid advertising like that. You're not getting guaranteed leads. You're not going to get guaranteed signups. You're not going to get guaranteed traffic. You're paying for people to drive by and take a look, and then they can make a decision if they want to actually jump in and get involved. So even with Facebook ads, you can actually pay to get clicks and pay to get engagement, but it's still, to me, the same concept as if they're driving by and actually look at the billboard and pay attention. It does not necessarily mean they're going to join you. There's a small percentage that will actually decide to jump in and join. Davida?
Yeah, here's another analogy is in telemarketing, they figure out of 10 calls, you get 2 people, and maybe out of 100, you get 2 sales.
Yep.
So it's all about dialing as many numbers as you can.
It is. That's it. That's exactly what it is. It's all about the numbers. And in paid advertising, you're paying for the numbers. And in order to get the best bang for your buck, to get the best results, you'll figure out how to target a specific audience that will match the people that will buy from you. So that's the whole idea, is when you put up a billboard, you're trapped into everybody that drives by that billboard, right? It doesn't matter if they're male, female, 18, 25, 66, it doesn't matter, right? Everybody goes by that billboard. But when you do paid advertising for digital marketing, you have the ability to target your audience. That's where the key is of maximizing the money that you spend into results. And so you'll find out how to target your audience based on whatever your niche is. So if you're into underwater basket weaving, that niche may be females that are 55 to 65 that don't have a job. They have 4 children, 3 grandchildren, and they have more money than they know what to do with. And that's your avatar that you're looking for. And if you target that audience, then you'll get better results than if you just choose everybody under the sun. Okay, so that's really the idea with paid advertising, is to learn how to target that money to whatever your avatar is. Now, are you going to know exactly what your avatar is at the very beginning? No. One of the things that frustrates me to no end is people that join groups. They pay good money, and thousands of dollars. I know people that paid tens of thousands of dollars. And the first thing that the guru does when they try to organize them to get ready and get started is the first thing you have to do is identify your avatar. Well, you guys are, if you're new, you don't even know what your avatar is for sure yet, right? You're still working on that. So what you need to do is, again, understand you're going to spend money to learn this process, and you're going to start working with Facebook ads, and you're going to figure out where you're getting the best results when you place your Facebook ads. So you're going to place Facebook ads that maybe you think your target audience is males 35 to 55. They have a job, they are married, they have at least 2.5 children. So you'll target that area because that's where you think your target audience might be, right? And then you look at the results and you run a comparable campaign that may be females, all the same settings, except they're females instead of males. And you can actually check the results to see where you're getting the best results. Maybe after 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, run some ads, test them, see where you're getting the best results. If the best results are the males, and it's by a pretty good margin, then you want to stick with males and maybe pull the females out of it. Or if you're testing age groups, test your age groups, find out which age groups are working best for your ad, and then start targeting that ad that works better. That's what, to me, what Facebook ads and Facebook advertising is all about. I don't think anybody goes in and knows exactly what their avatar is and they nail that targeting the first time out, especially if you're new. It takes a lot of work to figure it out. You can actually start with a really broad audience and say, I want to get everybody, and I want to see everybody, and I want to touch everybody, and then look at those. And Facebook does give you some analytics on who's responding to your ad. And you can take those analytics and start to create some separate campaigns with the things that you got out of your wide open campaign. You can start narrowing. To me, it's almost like an A/B split test. You're just going to create split testing of ads, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, and you're going to run those ads. It's going to cost you some money to learn. And you're going to learn a little bit more about who your avatar is and what ad does the best, what group does the best or responds the best to your ad. And then you will continue to refine it and refine it and refine it. And then after a while, a few months, maybe 6 months, you will have really honed in on what the best people are for your particular offer or your particular niche. It doesn't necessarily have to be per offer. You're going to probably pick a very specific niche that you work in. I definitely work in the work from home space, the entrepreneurial space. So I'm getting closer and closer to understanding my niche and what works with me. Another thing I do want you to understand is my niche, even though we may be working in something really similar, my niche may not be the same exact avatar as your niche. Because let's see, Davida, you and I are probably really close in age. We're both female, but we both have different life experiences. So the people that you resonate with and the people that really connect with your ads, your personality, your flair, may not be the exact same people that respond to my ads, my personality, my flair. So when we run ads, you're going to have a different ad look, feel, everything than mine are. So we may actually resonate with very, very different people. You may be the type of person that resonates with really young people, and I resonate with really old people. It's so funny how that works, but everybody resonates a little bit differently, even if they're very, very similar. It's so funny to think about Davida and I as so close. We're both female. We're both really close in age. There's so much about us that's so similar, but we're going to resonate so differently with people. And that's just the way it works. So that's another piece of the pie that a lot of people don't seem to really explain, is you're going to resonate differently. Even if, I think you could even have a twin, right? I could have a twin and the twin would resonate differently than I do. So that's another piece of that puzzle that you have to learn so that you understand what's happening with your analytics and with your ads that are going out and the way that you're presenting your products, your service, your company, yourself. It all is a resonation thing. And remember, we talked about that know, like, and trust factor. That is all encompassing, even in your ads. The way you create your ads, the way you present the information, the way you phrase things, everybody does it different. Everybody does it different. So that plays a little bit of a role in there as well. Do you guys have any questions or comments about that? Agree, disagree?
I agree with you. Sometimes what it works for somebody else, it doesn't work for me.
Right.
But it worked for me.
And I try so hard. Yeah, I try so hard to tell people that, Roberto, because, you know, being one of the top affiliates in Builderall, I get a lot of people that message me and say, how did you do it? And I want to give them everything. I do. I tell them everything that I do. I do not hide anything that I do. But the reality is that anybody could take what I do and do it to the letter, everything I've done. But because they're not me, and I'm not saying I'm better than them, it's just that they're not me. So they don't have the personality that I have to be able to present the information the way I did. So it's their flair, their personality, and the way I did it may not jive with their flair, their personality, right? So it's so weird because I want to give all of this to everybody so you could do it. But the reality is you have to figure out your own way. You can use things that I do. You can definitely take pieces of things that I do, but you have to put your own flair and personality on it, and then you'll find who resonates with you.
That's true.
No,
I agree with that.
Honesty is the best. You know, if you come over as an honest person, you will get people to trust you, and that is the key, I think, to marketing. If people trust you, like everyone here is very presentable, right? We're all presentable, even though I'm just lying back here talking. But you know, some people are there in their hats and their black sunglasses and everything, and these fellas even make money. And their ads on Facebook, and they're still making money. Whereas, look at us. There's no reason why we shouldn't be doing it. Absolutely.
Well, what I'm saying here, though, is more than just our personalities, strictly our personalities and the way we present ourselves. To give you an example, let's say that Davida and I have the exact same product. We went out and we got the exact same product off of IDPLR, and it's a PLR product. Well, let's not even do a PLR product. We are an affiliate for the same exact product on Builderall, right? So I decided to be an affiliate of Social Media Explosion. Davida decided to do Social Media Explosion. So we're both doing Social Media Explosion. So I have to get ads out there somewhere about Social Media Explosion so I can share my affiliate link, and so does Davida. But we're going to develop very different ways to do that. I may create a Facebook ad that actually, for me, I'm going to do blues. I'm going to do buttons with round edges. That's just my personality. That's the way it's going to be done. Davida may do something very, very different. That's something very flowery, very pinky, very girly, right? Because maybe that's her personality. I'm not saying that's what you will do, Davida. That's just saying, you know, you may do something very, very different. So if we took our Facebook ads and put them side by side, you may not ever actually know it's for the exact same product, right? So my Facebook ad and the way I word things in the Facebook ad, the way I place things in the Facebook ad, you resonate with that or not, right? And then Davita's with her flowers and her pinks and the loveliness and the girliness and just the comfortness of it is going to resonate with a different group of people. And it doesn't mean that either one of them's wrong. It means that Davita has a personality, I have a personality, and we both resonate a little bit differently because we have different ways of presenting the same information. David, you might promote the same exact product, and you may have darker dye colors, right? You might have oranges and blacks and bold type and very male type stuff. So you're going to resonate with a completely different group. No, nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong. You're just establishing the way you're going to resonate with people, and people respond. It's actually funny because people will respond to those different styles of ads. So you may see someone that looks at Davita's ad and says, "Oh, that's great." And then in their mind, they're not thinking, "Ooh, I love those colors. I love those flowers. I love that pink color. I'm resonating with Davita, so I'm gonna buy from her." It's an internal thing, right? They see it, they like it, they want to know more, and they click. Whereas they'll see something like David's that might be dark, bold, and they're like, "Ooh, I don't want to. I'm not comfortable with that, so I'm not going to click that one." And it's all a snap decision, right? On Facebook, when we're running through those ads, it is an absolute snap decision. So it's literally what you're resonating with at the moment that you see that ad.
Absolutely. It's like the scenario, you go for a cup of coffee in the local cafe, right? And you're wearing a particular clothes, like you might wear a bright clothes today. And you try to converse with people, they'll all converse with you, right? And then you go back in a real dull outfit and be real dull. And you go to the same people, they don't talk to you. Mm-hmm. So that, yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Different colors, different everything. Yeah. And that's what makes it even better for business, because we're not fighting against one another, because different people are resonating with each other, with us.
That's exactly it. That's why it's so easy for me to give away all my information, because I know there's lots and lots of space for everybody on the internet. And I'm not going to resonate with the same people that you guys are. So it's okay to share, because all of us have such a different group of people that we're going to work with. And there's not a whole lot of crossover. And that's just the long and short of it. The other thing about sharing too is it's funny. I understand also that I could give away 100% of what I know, and about 95% of the people that watch, it's lost. It's going to go in one ear, out the other. They'll never take action. And then out of the 5% that's left, about half of those, 2.5%, are going to maybe try to take action, but they think of 50,000 reasons why they don't need to try to take action. And one of those is usually, she didn't give me all of it. She's really hiding something. I love that one. People tell me all the time, "What are you hiding that you're not telling me?" And it's like, oh my gosh, I give you everything. So there's 2.5% that they're gonna figure a way out of taking action because they're convinced they're missing something. Yeah. And then the other 2.5% are my competition. The 2.5% out of 100. So 2.5 people out of 100 will actually take action and do something.
But do you, when you're presenting to somebody, do you tell them it's a network marketing scenario or not?
No. Typically, I present Builderall as a tool to start a business. Yeah. Yep. Right. Absolutely.
And then you tell them that you can actually make money from it.
Yeah, the affiliate part of it, I don't think I hardly ever mention that when I get started. It's all literally just, hey, have you wanted to build a website or build a mobile app or start your own online business? Well, this is the Swiss Army knife of starting a business. So if you want to get started, let's go. And I make it that simple. I actually rarely talk about the affiliate part of it. In fact, I'm kind of thinking about focusing more on that with my team, because I focus so much on the tools and how to use the tools and, oh my gosh, like this incredible thing you can do, that I forget to help them along more with the affiliate part of it and growing their affiliate part.
It is the best way to do it because let's face it, most of us here are using Builderall because we have small businesses, and we find it a very, very good tool.
Yep.
And you know, okay, the other comes as a bonus. Yeah.
It should be the tool first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Cool. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about something that you may not hear a lot about, which is solo ads. Facebook ads, YouTube ads are going to be done to me the exact same way. You try with just a broad audience, you run your ads. You can run just a short time span of ads, 24 to 48 hours, see what kind of numbers you get and start to target based on the analytics that you get from both of those areas. And then wheedle down until you started to figure out your target audience. And then you can really put your money where your mouth is and get some results. But even when you are good at targeting and you're good at getting results, you're still not going to get huge results with ads and YouTube ads. The goal is to at least make your money back. That's the goal. That's for me. I've never mastered Facebook ads. I've not mastered YouTube ads. So for me, whatever money I put in, hopefully I'll get the money back out and then we're good to go. To me, that's success. So the next one is solo ads. And you may not know a whole lot about solo ads. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about those because it's kind of a mystery to a lot of people. But solo ads are set up where somebody has an email list. Now they've built this email list over a certain amount of time. They may have a really targeted email list that are for specific niches, say business owners, video editors. So they may have a very targeted list. And what they do is they offer that list to people to be able to send information about their business. So you contact a solo ad vendor and you say, I have a product that I want to sell and I would like you to promote it on your list. And the solo ad vendor says, fantastic. It's going to cost you this much per click. And they usually sell you a minimum of about 50 clicks. And so you can buy those. They can be anywhere from 50 cents to $1 or more, depending on the quality of the list. So at about 50 cents per click for 50 clicks is $25. Is that about right? So $25 to get 50 clicks. What that's going to do is 50 people are going to click on your link to see more information about what you're offering for your affiliate product. And typically with these types of links, you can give the direct affiliate link to them. You don't have to go to a landing page, which we'll talk more about later. You can give the solo ad vendor your direct affiliate link most of the time. So they're going to go directly to the offer, and it's going to be your affiliate ID. So these are guaranteed clicks to go to that affiliate link. And then after that, there's no telling what will happen. So you may make some sales, you may not make some sales. Solo ads are actually one of those things that's really, really shaky. And it takes a lot of work to find vendors that you trust. Because I've gone in and I've paid as low as 35 cents a click and got better results than when I paid like $1.35 per click. So testing out vendors is actually really, really important. So what I tell everybody is if you're going to try out solo ads, make sure whatever money you spend is money that you can afford to lose, because it may work for you and it may not work for you. We've got some training inside of Builderall that talks more about solo ads. And Mark Hayden is actually the one that did the training. He is fantastic. He's actually on my team too, so that's even better. But he sells solo ads. He does a great job of helping you out when you're a new time solo ad person. And he has some fantastic training inside of the back office. So I'm going to show you where that's at so you can go into more information about solo ads. So let me go ahead and open that up. So it's in Builderall. Let me open up Builderall. So there we go. Open up. And we'll go to my test account. And the training is actually in, let's see, I think it's in special add-ons maybe. Yes, and then Builderall Real Traffic. So look that up because solo ads are tricky to figure out. And finding the right vendors is really important. And you don't want to be sucked in to spending $200 for a set of clicks and then you lose all that money. That's a lot of money to spend on clicks. So check out that training. There's the training right there. There's Mark Hayden. He's an absolutely awesome individual. I know him personally. So I never vouch for a person unless I think they're awesome people, and he's awesome. So check out the training. There's some more free video training, how to write an effective email. You definitely want to check that out too. That will help you when you are building your email lists. And then it talks a little bit about traffic. You can click there and find out more about getting traffic to your affiliate link. He's got some testimonials, which are great. And then you can say, I want traffic. And when you click that right there, it's going to go to information from Mark Hayden with a video before you watch, and then information on the email follow-up sequence and how to do that. And then right here, yes, I want traffic, and you understand that sales are not guaranteed. That's another important thing to remember when you're doing solo ads, is they're the only thing they guarantee is the number of clicks they're going to get for you. Other than that, if they sign up, yay. If they don't sign up, it's, you know, there's nothing that they can do. They're only guaranteeing clicks. So let's go ahead and click there. And it gives you information about what to do. And here's the actual link. This one is selling 200 clicks for $156. So I guess they are at just under a dollar a piece. And then 500 clicks, 1,000, and 1,500. What I would always do is do a small amount first. And his smallest package is 200. And check out what kind of results you get with a small package. And if you get results, and let's talk about results, because that's another thing that you need to understand. If you pay $156, does that mean that you are expecting to get, let's see, that would be 3 to 4 leads at the $50 level? Is that what you're expecting to get out of those 200 clicks? No. You're looking at the lifetime value of the customer. So when you pay that $156, you're wanting to get at least 1 or 2 customers, and then the lifetime value of that customer will pay for that ad that you bought. So it's not necessarily about getting 4 leads with that particular list to be able to cover the cost right away. There's a lot of delayed gratification involved in solo ads. And what's going to happen is when you set up your solo ads, you're not only going to get clicks, but you'll get, if you send them to an opt-in form first, you'll get people to opt in, and you might make some sales. If you do an opt-in form first, those are leads that you can now start to promote your product or your service to. So it is the lifetime value of the customer, not necessarily the immediate value that you get. So solo ads are not necessarily an immediate return on your investment. It's a long-term type thing, like signing up, one sign up, $50. That's going to get you $50 the first month, and then it's going to get you what, $30, $20, $25 for the next few months. So you're going on the fact that if you get one person signed up, that will actually pay for that solo ad after a few months, right? So that's kind of the idea behind solo ads, because the conversion is just not high enough to say that you have to get a return on investment that first time that you buy them. Okay, does that make sense? There is a company that provides solo ads as well, and Mark Hayden is actually on that site as well. It is Udemy, U-D-I-M-I, Udemy, I think .com. But you can join that group and find solo ad vendors. Mark Hayden is there, so you can look for Mark Hayden. And those solo ad vendors, you can find that have clicks for as low as 35 cents all the way up to $1.50 per click and more. And you can get smaller packages. So you could get a package of 50 clicks instead of 200 clicks, pay $25 and test that vendor out, right? And that's what I would expect for you to do, is test vendors out and never go all in. Never go all in. Don't do that. Well, I just did 50 clicks and I made 6 sales, so now I'm going to spend $1,500 with this vendor. Don't do that. Just if you had some success, great. Then instead of 50 clicks, maybe do 100 clicks the next time. But never do one group and then go all in the next group because you had a modicum of results. Because every time you run solo ads, it may be a little bit different because that's what happens with solo ads. It's never consistently consistent. It just isn't. On Udemy, you can actually look at the ratings of the vendors. So you can see how well they've been rated, how people have had success. You can get information about what type of lists they have. So are their lists focused on work from home or entrepreneurship or digital marketing? So you can get a very targeted list for just about any product that you want to put into a solo ad. And there's ways to check those vendors to make sure before you buy from them that they're a solid vendor to at least do a small group with. Do you guys have any questions about solo ads?
Yes, this gentleman that we have here in Builderall, is that a link that we can share to someone else? See how?
I think that he's actually, I think it's on the affiliate marketplace. I think you can get an affiliate link for that page and actually sell those solo ads. You can share that affiliate link and get a commission. In fact, let's take a look at that because I think that's on there. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
And let's go to the marketplace and we'll take a look because I think they're up there. Where's my marketplace? There it is. So let's take a look. We'll go to the dashboard. Oh no, marketplace and marketplace list. And let's look up solo. And there's the solo ad 165, 160, 110, 60. Let me see if those are the same packages. So I don't know. Let's take a look at the sales page. Oops. So we'll look at this one. Oh, this is by Corey. I'm not sure this is the same thing. So let's look at the 160. So we'll go to details and then sales page. So this is solo ads here. He's selling 60 clicks for $17.40, 110 clicks for $31.90. I mean, this may be somebody that you could check out to see if they're any good. You'd have to maybe find some more information out about them because this one's not very descriptive. But he does offer an affiliate link maybe. Let's see. You earn 50% commission and then 15% on repeat customers. So email swipes. So he does offer affiliation with that. And it looks like you get 50% of whatever sells. So that's good. I mean, you can take a look at it and see if it works for you and then offer it as a link to your people if you get any results. So it might be worth checking out. Definitely. This one's not Mark Hayden though. Let me see if Mark is on here. So Hayden. Nope, I don't think so. I think all of those are just Corey's. It doesn't look like Mark has got his in the public area. He does have it on the affiliate marketplace, but he doesn't have it in the customer area. He's just selling it himself through the marketplace. And he's probably doing that. I bet he's doing it as a JV contract with Builderall. But yeah, check out Mark Hayden too, though, because again, he does this. I've used him. He's very, very good. And he uses something called Click Magic, where he gives you a special link that you can go to monitor the analytics of what's happening with your link that you gave him. So you can actually watch the clicks coming in and where they're coming from and what's happening. So it's actually really good.
Okay. When you use Udemy, do you actually need to give this person that you're going to choose to do the marketing with the email that is going to be sent out, or you just provide a link where the person is going to be going to?
It's a good question. Some of them allow you to create your own email and you can submit that email to them. And then like Mark Hayden is really good at looking at the email and saying, you need to fix this, you need to fix that, it needs to say this, you probably shouldn't say that. And then you can submit that email for them to use. Or you can just let them create the email. It is their list. So you can have them create the email. They don't charge you extra. All you have to do is give them the link, and then it goes out to their list. So you can do either way, actually.
Do you have anyone that you've worked with in there that you found that are the best?
Yeah, I've got a few. Let me think of where I posted them at. I'll try to remember to put them into the resources so that you guys can see exactly who I've used at Udemy. And I've got about 4 of them, Mark Hayden being one of them.
Because the thing is with Udemy is finding the person that has the listing that is going to go work out for you, because not all of them are going to work on your business model.
That's true. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I've had several that I've been really excited about. I was like, oh, right, this is going to be a great one. And they send me a message back that says, yeah, you don't fit in with my list. And I'm like, what? Yes, I do. So yeah, so you'll issue where they're like, nope, sorry, you don't fit in. Your product doesn't fit in with my list. But that's okay. Just, look again. And let's take a look at Udemy, because I want to show you a couple of things about it that are what I think is really good. I can't remember if it's udemy.com. Yep, it's udemy.com.
I've used them before.
Have you? Yeah, they're really easy to use.
And I've had some good results with it.
Yeah, I've had, I think it's like I said before, you just want to make sure that, I don't remember what my password is for this, and I don't have it saved. But when you go into Udemy, all you have to do is just look at the ratings of the vendor. Just make sure that you're looking at ratings, you're looking at their results, you're looking at what the focus of their email lists are. You can definitely connect with the seller, the vendor, and ask them questions. And again, they will, if your list doesn't match with, or your product does not match what their list is, they'll tell you. I've had that happen many times. And don't necessarily always go for the ones that are the lower price. You can get, there's a deal area, like a sale area, and you can click that sale area and you'll find vendors that'll do it for 30 cents, 35 cents, 40 cents. You can get them really, really inexpensive. What I do is I will usually get a list on the sale area and get, 100 clicks for 35 bucks. And then I'll go in and go to my regular vendors and get a good package from them that may be 50 or 60 or 70 cents per click, and run those and kind of compare the results of what happened. But again, always understand, whatever you spend on solo ads, be prepared to lose it, because it's just a numbers game. And one run, you may have a lot of results, and the next run, you may have no results. It just depends. It really does. It's like the weather in Mississippi. You just can't rely on it.
How do you, Shelly, how do you, because a lot of times when you talk to these vendors, they might give you a good result on the first try. Mm-hmm. And then you go in and now you spend $500 or $1,000 and now you just lost.
That's just what I was saying, Gabriel.
So how do you
go all in? Never go all in.
So you're just gonna go.
It's not poker. This is solo ads.
So what do you suggest? You go for $50. It works. You do it again, $50, and then if it doesn't work,
if it was really successful, I might bump it up to $100. And then if it was successful again, I might bump it up to $150. But do stair steps. Don't ever. These vendors, they're so smart, and there's people out there that they know how to scam, and they know how to do it well, and they'll give you a list. You spend your $50 and they'll give you a list, and you're like, wow, I thought I'm spending $2,000 with this guy. Yep. And you spend $2,000, you get nothing. So scale it, but never go all in, right? So $50, if it goes well, then maybe do $100, then maybe $150. Plus, the goal again is to create a relationship with that vendor as well. So if you use them and you're starting to get results, and each time you bump it up a little bit, the results are similar, it'll never be exactly the same, because Mark is great, but I never get the exact same results when I work with Mark. And it's because of the weather outside. It's because the time of the year. It's because this was not the time for that offer. I mean, who knows? But I do get, at least I get results from him. I've done 100 and 200 clicks from other vendors and got zero nada. So you have
Not
to build
a thing.
relationship. Yeah, zero nada. So build a relationship with the vendors. Find out who your favorite ones are. And I've got a list of my favorites that I like, and I use them all the time. And then not only do I use them all the time, but I'm then also testing other vendors as well.
So the key is that to build that relationship, I guess, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. But I still, even though I've done this a lot now, I still am prepared every time I spend money on solo ads to lose that money. Hmm. Because it's just so iffy. It's just one of those things. Sorry, I interrupted you like 3 times. Go ahead.
Yeah, the one thing I found about Udemy is anytime you bought from a vendor, they're listed there for you, so you know that you can always use them again.
That's right, and they'll contact you too. They'll say, "Hey, I'm running a special, Shelly. Would you like to get this many clicks for this amount of money?" And I love that, because again, I've got my list of people that I like to use, and those are the people, if they offer me a deal, I will jump all over it. So you'll get there, but again, it's don't go all in. Use $50, budget $50, spend $50. It's going to get you some good clicks. You can see what the results are, how many people are opting in if you send them to an opt-in list. How many people are buying if you're sending them straight to an affiliate offer. And from there, you can start analyzing, was this worth the $50? Is this a vendor I want to work with again? Were they cordial when we talked? Because there's a little bit of conversation that goes back and forth sometimes. And you want to make sure that it's somebody that you respect, that they respect you. And so when you get that vendor that is, all those things, then you keep them on your list of favorites. And then the next time you spend, you might spend the same amount or a little bit more with them, and then budget for a new vendor. And just start working that system. So you've got a couple vendors going all the time. You've got a vendor that you're working on trusting and building a relationship. And then you've got a new vendor that you're testing out to see if you want to build a relationship with them. And once you get there, you'll have, like I do, the 4 or 5 people that I keep on my list. And then the people that I try out, and if they don't work out, they go off my list.
I got an experience with a vendor when I started using it. I've been using it I used it like 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. But the experience that I had the first time is that I didn't get the amount of click that he offered. Mm-hmm. So he just came back to me and told me, listen, I'm going to give you some extra.
Good.
And anyway, even though he gave me extra, I didn't get the amount of click that he offered at the beginning. So he gave me the money back without me requesting it.
That's great. Yeah. The people on Udemy, I've had a few that were what I would probably classify as spammy, scammy, smarmy, but not many. Most of them are very cordial. Even the ones that contact me and say, "Yeah, your product doesn't fit my list." At least they're nice about it, right? But I think because Udemy does monitor their people pretty closely, and if there's any issues and complaints, I mean, they have the power to boot them. So these people don't want to get booted. So they are very good about stuff like that, Roberto. I've had the same thing where they weren't able to deliver all the clicks that I bought. So instead of saying, I'll refund you the difference between what you paid for the clicks and what you got, I got a full refund as well. Not partial, but full refund. And that's happened to me a few times. Then there's been times that vendors have accepted my offer to promote it, but then later they contact me and say, "Hey, I've got too many orders right now. I can't fulfill all the clicks, so I'm going to cancel your order. But please contact me in a couple weeks. I should have more clicks available, and I'll be able to deliver them." So for the most part, it's been a positive experience for me. You just have to be smart and remember that this is your business, your money. So make sure you're controlling that money by not going all in. Just tuck in the back of your brain. Shelly said that this is not poker.
Would it be okay to ask, or would be, I don't know, I'm trying to be professional, you know what I mean? But would it be okay to go for opt-ins instead of just clicks? Because a lot of times they might just give you phony traffic or something. I don't know.
Well, that depends on the vendor as well. The many things that I like about Mark is that he uses that ClickMagick. And ClickMagick is monitoring to make sure that there's no bot traffic or false traffic or repeat traffic. So on Udemy, you can actually ask the vendors if they have ClickMagick available, a ClickMagick link. Or if you're that concerned about it, you can actually get ClickMagick. It's a little expensive. I think it's about $100.
I have ClickMagick. That's the thing, you know. So I wanna go for the opt-ins, you know, instead of just the click. So then, hey, you're for real. Then I can go for $2,000, you know, because I know it's gonna work. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you can.
You gotta be able to be in control, you know, and there's nothing wrong. Hey, if I give you 2,000, you give me what I want, you know. It's just
right.
Normal
That's
business.
Right. Exactly. But I think with solo ads, you're never going to get a guaranteed opt-in. You're just going to get the guaranteed clicks. But if you get the right vendor, you'll get a really high percentage of opt-ins. I've had vendors that have gotten 60 and 70% opt-in. So if I order 100 clicks, I'll get 60 or 70 leads. And all of those leads are potential customers. So again, it depends on how you're sending your traffic in. So if you're sending your traffic that you're getting from your solo ads to an opt-in form, you're going to get leads.
That's the way to do it.
That's right. If you're sending your traffic directly to the affiliate link to the product that's for sale,
Never.
and it's iffy. You may or may not get sales, right? But at least if you're sending to an opt-in form, you're getting on the email list, and then you can promote your affiliate product to them anytime you want to. I'm trying to put all this stuff together and make sure that I'm set up properly. Can we also drop a pixel on that opt-in page to do retargeting afterwards? Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So it's okay. Well, because we haven't talked about it, so
that one's a little bit advanced, but yes, you can do a retargeting code. You can retargeting pixel. You can get that from Facebook. Google has some analytics that you can add, and you can add both of those. And then whenever anybody hits that page and they're opting in, it'll fire off that pixel and register that person as having been to that page. And then you can actually do like Facebook ads and pull that information and retarget them. You can do a couple things.
Can you add up both pixels from Google and Facebook, or one or the other?
Yeah,
or
you can do both. You can have both fire. Yeah.
Good.
But the important thing about pixels is twofold, especially for Facebook. You can retarget them, which means that you can do a Facebook ad campaign and advertise to them through Facebook again. Or you can do a lookalike audience where when it fires on the Facebook pixel, it's keeping track of who that person is. Are they male? What age are they? Are they married? Do they have a job? All that data that Facebook collects. And you can do a lookalike audience to send advertisements out to people that are that same target. So that's the two things you can do when you use pixels. And it's fabulous what you can do.
One other thing I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you're familiar with this software. It's called Xverify. Have you ever heard of it?
I don't think I've heard about that one.
So that's a script that you can add to your opt-in page to verify every single email that it's, make sure there's no bogus email entered.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not sure if that, I tried to work with that in the past with ClickFunnels, which I dumped, right? And they gave me the runaround. ClickFunnels couldn't help me. I'm actually not ClickFunnels, Lead Pages it was. And the Xverify people, they're not so techy, and they say he talked to a programmer. So I kind of gave up, but it's in the back of my mind because that's a good script to make sure that everybody that comes to your opt-in page, you get a clean list. No funny business.
Well, we do have, Builderall has a list cleaner called Inbox Path. And I have that. It's actually, I think a one-time fee of $97. And
but you're cleaning the list afterwards, correct?
Yeah, you're cleaning the list afterwards.
No, this is a script that it's on your page. And as I type in Gabriel@gmail.com, if it's a bogus email, you get a pop-up and say, hey, put in a good email. And you're not going to get on my list. And I don't have to clean up my list. And I don't have to do none of that stuff. Make sense?
That's good.
My list is 100% clean. And that's good. You know, I never have to deal with my...
We need that in Builderall. After we're done with Canvas and we get the CRM and we get the new webinar platform with multi-presenters and whatever other Christmas presents we're getting in this year, when we get all that, we'll have them do something like that.
Go check it out. It's called xverify.com. You know, so just they got some information there. You can even call them. They pick up the phone if you call them there, and they're right here in Illinois. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
I talked to them. They got good support. The only thing is I gotta get a programmer to know what the heck they're doing, you know, so they can integrate it. There's a Java code, you know what I mean, that has to be integrated. I'm not a programmer.
I'm Java, so I might be able to figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry, I just want to put that.
No, that's great. You guys know me. Resources are fabulous, no matter where they come from. If they're for me, great. If they're from you, even better. All right, guys, I think that's all I was going to cover today. I wanted to make sure to cover, I wanted to cover one more thing, and that is traffic exchanges. I don't know if you guys have heard of these. These are a really interesting concept, but what it is you go into these traffic exchanges and you actually surf websites and get points, and then you use those points to be able to display your own website. So it's a trade-off. You look at websites and then you get points so that other people will look at your website. Now, again, this looks a lot like the billboard, right? They're surfing, but they may not be actually looking. They're seeing your site, but they may not actually be looking. So you can do this. You can join these traffic exchanges for free, and you surf, get points, and then you use your points for your websites. And you can do all that for free. Or you can just bypass the surfing and pay a fee for them monthly, and you get a certain number of points like you surfed, and then you can put your links on there. I actually use these quite frequently, and I get really good results from these. So they're out there. There's a ton of them. All you have to do is type in traffic exchange, and you'll see a ton of them out there. They're super simple to sign up for. They're usually about $25, $30, $35 per month. You can get a good number of little points to be able to use to be able to put your stuff up there. The points, the reason I'm kind of shaky about the points is that doesn't mean that that's one view. It actually typically means the amount of time that the person has to view your website. So if you want them to view for like 10 seconds, that's a point. If you want them to view for 20 seconds, that's another point. So it may cost you 2 or 3 points to be able to have someone look at your website for 20 to 30 seconds. So each one is a little different. They're not all the same. So you want to make sure to look at their terms and look at their rules and what they'll accept and what they won't accept. Some of them do not accept make money from home type things. So you want to make sure you look at the rules. But these are, I invest about $100 per month in about 2 or 3 different exchanges. And I have a list of about maybe 12 of them. And the key to this one is that you cycle out the people that are looking at the websites. So if you're on there for about 2 months, you cycle, everybody's seen you, you're already seen. You're either going to get the leads by then or not. So after about 2 months, you just stop paying those 2 or 3 and re-enable the other accounts that you have. Again, I've got about maybe 12 of these accounts. So about every 2 to 3 months, I just stop paying the ones that I've got and then pay 2 or 3 more that I've already got accounts with. I just re-enable them and then rerun some more of my money-making funnels through Builderall. And I just rotate them, like I said, about every 2 to 3 months. And that seems to keep the eyes fresh on who's seeing my websites, and I get links from there. So that's just an idea. Roberto?
Yes, don't forget about that you were gonna teach us how I can get the Facebook account unblocked because I am unable to place.
Oh yeah, doing the lead page. Yes, that's coming up. We will actually start that tomorrow, and that is something I wanted to at least tell you a little bit about. When you're doing the Facebook ads and the YouTube ads, they do not like affiliate links. They don't like that. Usually what's in there is a AID equals and then the number. And they know, their system knows that it's an affiliate link, and they just don't like those. So what you need to do is send your traffic to a landing page first, and then let them land on that page. That way, Facebook doesn't see it as work from home. YouTube doesn't see it as work from home. And then on that landing page, then you can send them to your affiliate link. So you're just kind of creating a bridge to go from Facebook over to your affiliate link. But you have to do it in a way that doesn't give away the farm that you're sending them to an affiliate product. So it's a little bit sneaky the way you do it. Not sneaky, but it's
compliant.
It's compliant. That's right. It's compliant. It's not sneaky because you're not trying to fool anybody. It's just that Facebook made that rule. So that's the way that you get around that rule, is you're not technically sending them straight to the affiliate link. You're sending them to a different page.
You're abiding by their rules. However, once you just send them to that page, can you talk about the work from home or about the opportunity on the page?
If they see anything on the page that's related to what's against their rules, then that qualifies as not a page you can send them to. So
the language has to be compliant also on the page.
Yep. The language has to be compliant as well. So, and that's just the way it has to be. Now, you guys are going to be affiliates of different products. So let's say that you were an affiliate of Social Media Explosion. So you can do a landing page that talks about Social Media Explosion because it's an actual product. It's not a work from home, multi-level, network marketing, anything like that. So on the landing page, you can talk about the product and then send them to the actual product afterwards. But if you were promoting Builderall, you'd have to have a landing page that didn't really talk about, Builderall, the Builderall business side of it. You could talk about the tools of Builderall, and do you want to make a website and maybe stuff like that. But I think with the boot camps, we have a chance to actually be able to do even better with being able to advertise Builderall, because we can actually advertise the training and the free trial that goes with it. So I think we have an even better chance of being able to get leads through that landing page that we can build. So it's just all kind of a way of figuring out how to word it and how to build it so that Facebook doesn't see it as against their terms. I like the way Gabriel put it. It's way better than the way I put it. It's being compliant is all it is. It's not really sneaky. It's just being compliant.
Good. What about the Facebook account, because every time I try to place an ad, they don't let me.
Right. Yep. We need to get you a landing page built, and then from that landing page, send them to the actual offer, and you'll see a completely different way Facebook deals with it. Okay. And that's what we're going to do over the next few days. I'm going to show you some different landing pages, how to build them, how to put some content in there to make them work. And we'll kind of play with the landing pages a little bit to try to get you to understand what the importance is of that landing page.
Now, when you do that, we do the page. Okay, so we got the URL, we send it to our landing page. Now the landing page is compliant, language is good. Now, when you put that button, isn't the affiliate link into that button, and now we're sending it from here to is that compliant or no?
That's compliant. Yeah. It's
okay. Because the AID is going to be in that button. Now, when you click my button, now you're going to my affiliate link. That's my affiliate.
Right. Yep. Yeah, that's compliant for some reason. Okay. There's a couple ways you can do it, right? You can do it as a button, or you can create your landing page as a lead capture page first, and then have them go to the affiliate offer. So there's a couple different ways you could do it.
So it's not directly in the button. or you can send them once they opt in, then you can send them the link from your email. Then you're totally out of the picture, so you're fine then.
Absolutely. Yeah,
if you're doing it online, I'm trying to say, just to keep it there.
Yeah. The landing page itself, as long as it's not a multi-level marketing, network marketing, work from home, make $1 million in 5 minutes type offer, then Facebook is usually okay with it.
Right.
Shelly, I don't know, this is just a request. Mm-hmm. Probably it's going to be good for most of us. If we can get out of this next days something that we can put in place that help us to promote the business, the Builderall business.
You will. At the end of the next couple of days, you will have some ideas on how to put some landing pages together so that you can have that pre-page before they go to your affiliate link.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll be doing. Yep. Yeah, I'm really excited about showing it to you guys. I wanted to show you guys today, but I had to talk about those paid advertising methods because we don't want to miss out on those. And the biggest thing I wanted to get out of them is just because you pay for advertising doesn't mean you're going to get results. If you pay for Facebook, the first round of Facebook advertising I did, you guys, I literally spent $500. I didn't have $500 to spend. They actually gave me, Facebook was doing a new promotion, and I was selected to be a part of a group that got $500 in Facebook ad credit. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just hit the mother lode with Facebook ads. I'm going to rock it, right? Oh my gosh, that $500 disappeared so fast. I'm glad it was not my money. But the biggest thing I learned from that is you have to show restraint. You have to show restraint, and you have to go about it very organized. And you have to be thinking in terms of, okay, we're going to go broad, but we're going to limit it to 24 to 48 hours. And we're going to get some data. And then from that data, we're going to narrow it down a little bit. And then we're going to go in for another 24 to 48 hours. And we're going to get some more data, and we're going to narrow it down a little bit more. You have to keep control of it. And don't ever do what I did. Run an ad and then just forget about it for a couple days. That will run your bill up really quick. keep the Facebook ad thing on your phone and keep those ads at your fingertips, because even when you set it and you set it right and everything's working and going, there's so many clicks and buttons and radio buttons and check here and do this that you may not realize that you just set your budget at $50 per day or something like that, and you let it go for a couple days. And it goes $50 and $50 and $50, and pretty soon you're a couple $100 in. You're like, wait a minute, I was only supposed to do $5 a day. What's going on? So keep track of it for sure. All right.
What about rotators? Did you ever use those?
Like URL rotators?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have used those, but to really track analytics and to really see if an ad's working or not, you don't want to rotate ads.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I've done it myself, and I got absolutely zero.
Yeah, the only way I would rotate an ad is if it was a group of people that were all working together and they all wanted to get equal chance to get leads from something. Then you put a rotator together so everybody has an equal chance. No. That's probably the only way that I'd use it.
Organic at the end of the day, organic, especially if you're on a budget. Mm-hmm. Like I've been like yourself. I've drained the old this little thing here. It's called a wallet. I've drained that a few times with Facebook.
I've never done that.
Yeah, and Google.
That's why I tell you guys to definitely understand that in the beginning, you're going to spend money to learn how to do Facebook ads. You're going to spend money to learn how to do YouTube ads, Instagram ads, solo ads. You're going to spend money to learn how to do those. And you can follow every guru in the book. Please don't fall for the trap that you need to figure out your avatar before you get started, because we could work for 10 hours together and still not figure out your avatar, because you have to do advertising. You have to see the people that resonate with you.
I'm not even going to worry about that.
it drives me nuts. I literally hear people say, I spent $2,000 to go to Guru to find out what my avatar is. So I'm going to start my advertising next week. I'm like, what? How did you figure out what your avatar was if you've not done any advertising at all to see who are the people that resonate with you and your product and your personality and your company and your vision and your ideals, right? It's all a package. And people really, you don't know what your avatar is until you get started. Gabriel? So
you're saying that, because I've been dealing with this perfect avatar image kind of thing, who I'm trying to, my understanding until now was like, hey, who you're trying to target, what's the age, what's the demographic, what's the this, a bunch of things. But what you just said right now is like, wait a minute. So even though I'm going to do everything correct, if they're not going to resonate with me, I got zero, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's good to always be thinking about your avatar for sure, because you're wanting to think, who am I targeting? So you don't want to go in there like blind stupid, but that thing is going to be a moving target for a little while you're building your business and you're creating that know, like, and trust factor, and you're working on how you're presenting yourself, your business, your company, your product, all of that kind of stuff. And again, it's just like I said a little while ago, you'd think that me and Davida were close to the same age. We're both female. We're both into digital marketing, but her and I are going to resonate differently, even if we sell the same product. You'd think, looking at me and Davida and then looking at the product, that we would have the same avatar, but we're not going to. We're not.
So the avatar, yeah, because the avatar is just the way I'm thinking about it is like, hey, I'm looking for male or female of 20 to 50 years old, and I'm looking for them to be broke, and I'm looking for whatever, right. All these, different little things but then is like the secret sauce, the cherry on the pie, I guess, is that your conversions are going to be based on the ability to talk to them, to relate to them, to whatever, because you have the perfect target, the target audience, the target market, you know what I mean? Because you're not all over the place. Makes sense?
Right.
You're channeling that, to a certain demographic, certain type of people. But then if you're not connecting with them, I guess that's your conversion right there. That's your
right. That's right. That's absolutely right. So this target that you've established that's this big, once you start really getting involved, you find out it may kind of shrink a little bit, because maybe you don't reach these people over here, but you're really reaching these people over here. It's, again, I just hate the fact that somebody's going to spend so much time trying to establish what their avatar is. That, to me, that's that analysis paralysis thing, where you're analyzing it too much. Just think of a basic avatar that works for the people that you are approaching in your business. And then once you start really getting in there and seeing what's happening, you're going to be able to see, oh yeah, well, I'm definitely affecting males better than females, so I probably need to talk to more males. I'm definitely getting the guys that maybe have children or married. That works the best for me because they can relate to me. So I'm definitely hitting the people that have bought a car within the last 10 years. So that resonates with them. It really just depends. And it's funny because, again, everybody's so different. And just exactly like you said, the secret sauce to me is figuring out that there is no perfect avatar for every single product. It's the general avatar that works for that product, but then your personality, your flair, your spin on everything, including the way you make the ads, the way you write your content, the way you put your sales pages together. It's the whole package. And all of that creates that know, like, and trust factor that drives someone to buy from you.
No, you got it there. We're getting bogged down in the science, really, aren't we? There is a science. We all know there's a science behind it, but it's not to get bogged down in that science. Like if I saw you, Gabrielle, for example, right, delivering a product, I'd have that trust factor. In everybody here. It's the way you come across. You come across as a genuine person, like Roberto when you're speaking, like Davida when you're speaking, like Shelley when she's speaking. You do come over as being that sort of trustful person. And that's why I love that what's it?
KLT, yeah.
KLT, yes, yeah. That's a perfect analogy in this situation.
Mm-hmm. But it's so much more than just seeing them, because Gabriel's going to do maybe some Facebook advertising, maybe some YouTube advertising, maybe some solo ad advertising. Well, they'll never actually like see him. But they'll see either a Facebook ad that he's created, they'll see maybe a video that he's created, maybe they'll see a email that he's created or a sales page that he's created. But again, all of that reflects on Gabriel.
Yes. But the thing, I think why you're doing so well at it is because you're everywhere we look on YouTube, and we put in, we say, builder all this, builder all that. You come up there. So you're trusted, right? So I think the idea with ourselves here, right, and whoever's on YouTube, is get out as many videos as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. That's step one.
The videos really work. Yeah, yep, and that's what I'm trying to do myself. Yep,
that's step one, is to just get out there, and not only get out there. That's again coming back to that idea of don't analyze it so much. Analyze it for sure. I mean, don't just kind of jump in and not have a plan, but don't go into analysis paralysis. If you want to think about your avatar, great, but it's a moving target for you at first. And the most important thing to me is just get out there and start taking action. Start creating some videos, learn, share, videos, learn, share, videos, learn, share, videos, learn, share, videos, learn, share. That's the long and short of it.
One other question I have for you: if you're trying to target different audiences, like for example, if you're targeting insurance agents or dentists or doctors or lawyers or whatever, should I call that an avatar? Because now you're changing the language. You're talking with doctors in a way, you're talking with realtors in a way, you're talking with truck drivers in a different way, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, and that's an avatar, but you gotta keep that congruent in that channel, right? Now I'm talking to truckers. I gotta keep that language to connect right there, correct?
Yeah, you're going to change the way you talk to each avatar, right. Because just like with you guys, I have a very relaxed. This is a training environment, so my job is to make you guys feel safe to learn and safe to ask questions. Right? That's my job here. Is not just teach you, but make you feel safe to learn and safe to ask questions. But I'm also a consultant, and I go into doctors' offices to put their complete networks together, and I do their physicians management software for their office. So I have to approach that a very different way. I have to be a lot more forceful in some of the ways that I speak, because I'm the expert in that area, and they have to understand that I'm going to be making some decisions for them, and they have to be able to trust me that I know what I'm talking about when I make those decisions. They're going to be spending thousands of dollars with me when I'm setting up this system, so they have to have that trust that I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to approach them and talk to them very differently, from a very different perspective than with you guys as a teacher. So when you are approaching avatars, you are absolutely going to have a different delivery method. You're still going to be you, and you're still going to resonate with the groups inside those avatars differently. But the reality is, if you're talking to a group of dentists versus talking to a group of truck drivers, very different.
You gotta, in other words, my point is you gotta speak their language. You gotta speak to them, because if I go in there and now I'm being broad, I got different avatars. So that's my question, and that's part of the question I'm trying to get, understanding from you. If I got 10 different niches, 10 different avatars, let's call it that way, I cannot be broad, right? When I go out there, it would be better to be channeled, right, for that avatar.
What I would do in that case is that then you're starting to talk about targeting an audience.
Okay.
Right. So if you're targeting an audience, a specific audience, then you're going to change your message for that audience.
For that audience.
So it's not unreasonable to think about, let's say, Facebook ads. Okay. let's say that you've got something, a product that you want to offer that's perfect for dentists. And we've talked about before when we're doing Facebook group searches, how to go sideways with trying to find the right groups, right? So when I find those right groups going sideways, I'm not going to come at them directly, right? I have to come at them a different way. It's the same way when what you're looking for is avatars, right? You're looking at different avatars for that same product. So you're going to figure out the avatar and then go at them that speaks to them. And that's that magic of putting that content together, right? And putting that advertisement together or putting your video together is you're going to learn how to speak to them. So if you're speaking to a group of truck drivers, you may not have to be quite as forceful, knowledgeable, confident. You might just be relaxed and explain it to them, be a little bit more, break it down a little bit more. Whereas you talk to doctors, they're used to hearing and talking to high level people that are very knowledgeable, very confident, very type A personalities. So you'll need to present it a little bit different. That doesn't mean be somebody different. It means still be you, but understand that you're going to have to adjust the way you talk based on these two avatars and the way they need to hear it.
Now, I just had this deja vu a couple of days ago. You know, I'm being so quiet here. I'm taking notes and whatever. So I percolate. I do a lot of stuff, you know, but and then I dream about it at night and I
know.
Don't we all? Yeah.
So the question here is another that I had a couple of days ago is like, okay, so I got my avatar, I get them in, I speak directly to them. Once they get it, should I create a different list for each avatar? That's number one. Number two, keep that congruent the first 2-3 messages and then turn them into the rest of the campaign. It's for everybody. Would that be a good idea? You know, because you're creating is the same product or whatever. You're doing the same thing. The only thing is I'm going after doctors. I'm going after lawyers. I'm going after, you know what I mean? Is that a good idea, or what would you suggest?
I think if you were going through that different of an avatar, which would be drastically different, truck drivers and then doctors, that would be drastically different. So I might have them go into different groups. Because
my question, my thing is like this. I got the opt-in, the ad is for them, for doctors. The opt-in page is for doctor. The video is for doctor. Everything is doctor. They coming in, they opt into my email list. The first message go out is a doctor related to them. The second message, the third message. By this time, I already got them. And now should I turn them over from this point on and just talk about my business, my product? And now same thing with all the other avatars. You know what I mean? You get my point, what I'm trying to say, right?
I do, absolutely.
Then I would have to complete a lot of work to do for each avatar just to keep going, creating funnels and messages and congruent specifically to doctors. That would be just
maybe the solution is have them in both. So have them in the general, so they're getting the general information that everybody else does, but then have them in a doctor group so you can occasionally break it out and say, and hey, doctors, here's information specifically for you. So that might be the better way to do it in my mind, is have the general group that everybody gets in, doctors, truck drivers, everything, so you can speak to everybody about the product. But then specifically for doctors, you can have them in one group and then really target information for them as doctors. And then a truck driver group. It still creates a bunch of different groups, but you still got that main group that everybody gets every bit that pertains to everybody. And then you can break it out as you want to target each individual group.
That's a problem that I have as well, Gabrielle, right? I'm doing consulting on Ireland, right? Now you've got golfers, you've got people who like ancient Ireland, you've got people who want different aspects, and they concentrate on that, right? So initially what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get the contact first, right? Now, you're dealing with more professional people, yes, I understand that. But like, I don't know, we can't really draw a comparison between it, but I'm just trying to get them into a group first and then break them down.
We have these great things called tags, you guys. And you can tag a person based on whatever information you want to have about them.
Good thinking. Yeah.
So you can actually send them to a main mailing box list, but instead of sending them to a separate one if they're a doctor and a separate one if they're a truck driver, you can just tag them based on wherever they came from. So you can set up a tag system, and that way they're in that main group. But then at any time where you want to say, I just want to send to the people that are doctors, then you just grab that tag and say, only send to people that are doctors. And,
so in other words, when we create that opt-in page, for example, tag that as a truck driver, doctor, lawyer, whatever, right? And just tag them. And now you know that is so, like you just said, now I know that here's my doctor's list. Go after the tag and jump, boom, send a message to.
Yeah,
that's great thinking. Yeah,
great. That makes sense.
I think that's the best thing. Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have so much capability in Builderall for sure.
Yeah.
Roberto, did you have a question?
Yes,
Thanks,
out of the topic. I'm sorry,
Okay.
David, go ahead. Yes, quick question out of the topic. The rain loop, I haven't been able to synchronize with Outlook, and I don't find the options to get the emails forwarded. I don't know if there is an option where I can get.
Yeah, you'll need to get the SMTP settings, and I'm not sure if they've changed since the last time I've seen them, but contact support, and they can send you to a web page that has that information and instructions on how to do it. Okay.
Okay. And the next one is, do we have the option in Builderall? I would like to build like a page where people can post themselves, like classify ads. Let's say that you have a property that you want to get it listed for rent, and people can come there and list it.
We don't have anything like that. We've got directories coming, but I don't think that even solves that problem. So we don't have anything like that I know of right now. Not yet.
Let's just put them into a members area, maybe.
Yeah, well, even in a members area, they'd have to have something to be able to put the information in, to be able to create that entry and put it out there for everybody to see. So that's not the functionality is not there yet for that. But I haven't seen the directories feature yet. That's still being developed, and it's hopefully coming soon. Directories might be an interesting thing to look at, and it might be a solution to that issue, but I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll take a look when it comes out.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, you guys, I've got certified partner training in 14 minutes. So, but today.
Get yourself a cup of tea. Go on, get lost.
Well, the good thing is I get to listen today. Today is Pizza Friday with Eric. So Eric actually is the one that's doing the presenting today. So all I have to do is be there and listen. So I'm like super excited because Friday is truly my Friday.
I bring you flowers, Shelly. I bring you flowers.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you.
Chocolate, flowers, you know. You've been too nice to us. You know, I gotta be nice. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful day today. Remember, homework. What's our homework? Our homework is to start looking at those paid advertising methods. So you're going to look at Facebook ads, YouTube ads. You're going to look at solo ads. You're going to look at traffic exchanges. And don't forget to go into that area I showed you in the back office, the quick start training. Go into the affiliate business and look at the traffic methods. And you're going to find a video training on all of the stuff we talked about today. And these video trainings are really, really good. And then, of course, if you haven't seen Chad Bartlett's training, go into the training area in the Builderall Business dashboard. And he's got that 90-day challenge. And you'll get the basic training. And then there's an intermediate and advanced based on how many people you have in your team. So check that out too. All of that is valuable in affiliate marketing, what we're learning in this training. Okay.
You're too good. Well done. Thanks a million.
Right,
take care, everybody. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay.
Tomorrow, same time, Sunday as well. Okay.
Yep. Sunday as well. And Monday and Tuesday. We're stretching it 2 days since we lost 2 days. All right. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great one.
Adios. Take care. Good luck. Salam.